touching every scar. You fix the jagged parts. They cut you, but you still wanna hold me. And I shoot up a flare from my hope in the air, singing SOS. Can someone save me? I'm all out of love. You say you've got enough for the both of us. I'll make it, baby. And I shoot up a flare from my hope in the air, singing SOS, singing SOS. And I shoot up a flare from my hope in the air, singing SOS. Can someone save me? Can someone save me? Save me. Can someone save me? Can someone save me? Save me, SOS.
I'm so lonely, listen to me.
You are the one. I miss you so much now that you're gone. Don't be afraid. I'll be by your side, leading the way. I'm so lonely, broken angel. I'm so lonely, listen to my heart. One and lonely, broken angel. Come and save me before I fall apart. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
I got this feeling, I wanna hear you say it, 'cause I can't believe it. With every thought of you, it's like I started dreaming. There's heaven not far away, and I've been singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. So tell me if you wanna, 'cause I got this feeling, I wanna hear you say it, 'cause I can't believe it. With every thought of you, it's like I started dreaming. It's heaven not far away, and I've been singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. So tell me if you wanna, 'cause I got this feeling, I wanna hear you say it, 'cause I can't believe it. With every thought of you, it's like I started dreaming.
This is a voice check. This is a voice check. Let me know in the live chat if you guys can hear me a-okay, if the music's fine, if it's too loud, if it's too soft, etc. And hey, I do want to give a quick shout out to Chauvin. If you guys haven't noticed, his profile picture on YouTube is a picture of Bitcoin with two mangoes embedded into the Bitcoin logo. And Chauvin, you have no idea how apt that is, because Christian and I were discussing ideas on building a brand around Bitcoin and mango as well. So Chauvin, in line with the mango think. We'll be starting around 9 minutes. Let me know if you guys can hear me a-okay. All right, let's get the show started. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back to the Mango live stream. I just bit my lip over there. Mango live stream. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your Sunday. I certainly am. I have a nice little gin and soda by my side. If you guys haven't yet, go grab yourself a drink, because we will be chilling this weekend, just watching the charts, covering some important time frames that Bitcoin will be closing very, very soon. Some important charts as well that we should be reviewing that we haven't in a while. And yeah, just having a conversation while we watch Bitcoin trend towards the upside, enjoying our trade. Well, with that, let's switch on over to the charts immediately, and boom, here we have the weekly and the dashboard showing, and on my other screen over here I have the chat up as well. Looks like we have Saad Saeed. How's it going, buddy? Chauvin in here. How's it going, Chauvin? Krisha, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the radio voice is in here as well. Good to see you in here, Krisha. We should get Krisha on a live stream. What do you guys say? What do you guys say? We gotta get Krisha leading a live stream on camera. You guys should vote for. If you guys want Krisha to do a live stream on camera, right, leading it while I sit in the background, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, show her that you guys want her to be on the live stream, and she will be there. Only if you guys want her, though. Only if you guys want her. Yeah, but either way, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you guys are enjoying these live streams, let us know in the chat as well. Aaron is in here as well. How's it going, Aaron? Good to see you. Michael B. Who else do we have in here? Mark and Doug. Ooh, Claudia's in here too. And Paul. Wow, all the seedlings are in here. Ajay, how's it going, bud? By the way, Claudia, send Leo my love. Send Leo my love. I love that kid. He is so cute. Wilvy's in here too. How's it going? Stan is in here, and Ollie's in here. We have the gang. We have the entire seedling gang in here today. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so what do you guys want to discuss? Do you guys have anything in particular that you guys want to talk about? If so, we can start with that. If not, we'll go over some key weekly levels that I want us to keep an eye on leading into this weekly close. Bitcoin is doing something really interesting on the lower time frames as well. And then after that, I want to go over the dashboard. Look to see if there are any altcoin opportunities that we are missing, because I do want to give a shout out to Philippe. He sent me a PM saying that, hey Sean, I caught this great trade opportunity on JST, I believe the altcoin was. He found apparently on the dashboard, as well as he was looking at the underlying structure of the chart. He looked at it, he posted it to the rest of our seedlings on the seed chat as well, but none of us caught it, and apparently it's been doing really well ever since. So I want us to have our eyes on potential opportunities in the altcoin market. For that, the dashboard is the best bet. Mark has caught a great trade on FDM. It's been doing fantastic. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but during the start screen thingy that we had before the live stream started, I went ahead and put a few alerts on FTM, because if we do see a good trend opportunity on that one, I will be looking to enter, because hey, we do like to buy strength over here at the Mango Grove. So yeah, with that, any ideas on what you guys want to talk about before we start? And please don't, we will cover all coins very, very soon, guys, but for now, I want to focus on Bitcoin, okay, guys, because Bitcoin at the moment is where our eyes should be. All right, I'm slurring all over my tongue, and I haven't even started drinking yet. I haven't even taken a sip yet. I need a sip of water. That's what I need. Give me a second. Your Sol alarm went off, says will we to the downside or to the upside? All right, just took a sip of sparkling water. Okay, so it broke off to the downside, eh? Yeah, I haven't been this bearish on the altcoin market against Bitcoin in a very long time. I did mention that to you guys in the seed chat as well, and that doesn't mean that every altcoin's going to dump. Of course, there's always exceptions, but for the most part, we got to be very picky on the altcoins we do pick. So let's go and look at Sol. I don't have it on my list over here anymore since I dumped all my Sol. But yeah, you see that? Not a big fan. Yeah, it broke the daily dynamic too. This retest, boom, broke the horizontal as well. I posted Wolvie, I'm not sure whether you caught the big long analysis and breakdown I posted in the seed setups, right? It was pertaining to Bitcoin as well as the altcoin market as a whole, and I used Solana as an example for potential great trades that we may see in the future on Solana, right? So I think the big trade opportunity on altcoins is going to be very soon. We just got to be patient, right? Maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, but when it does come, it's going to be a huge opportunity. So don't get me wrong, guys, it's not like I'm bearish on altcoins. I'm just bearish on altcoins in the midterm against Bitcoin until proven wrong, right? For example, look at this, right? Look at this. This is not what you want to see altcoins do. This is literally a distribution into Bitcoin, right? All the Solana holders were sent, all the big holders at the very least, were distributing into their Bitcoin pairing, and then we broke down. This is classic distribution, a breakdown, and trend continuation towards the downside. We've taken out key lows as well. It doesn't get clearer than this, right? Us holding on to Solana, Avalanche, etc. would just be stubborn, right? Do the mango way, guys. Because think about it, if we do get that move towards the downside, and then we long this at key level, we don't know how low this could go, by the way. How low can this go? Indeed, let's go ahead and check it out. How low can it potentially go? Could go all the way down here, right? 6,000 Satoshi, or it could stop over here at 12,000 Satoshi. But imagine if it does come down to those levels, right? A reversion to its all-time highs from around 6,000 Satoshi would be a good 500% move, right? And if you guys think that can't happen, think again, because we did see that happen over here. We dumped a good 85%, and then the reversion, right, from its lows over here. Let's say you just waited for Solana to reclaim this key horizontal low over here, and then you got in somewhere around here, even if you didn't buy the exact bottom, right? This is the weekly, mind you. This is the weekly, so this was a very plausible trade entry. The reversion to its all-time high was a good 500%, right? What do you know? Very similar to what we just illustrated right over here. And this dump over here was more so Bitcoin rallying, guys, all right? This was Bitcoin's rally from around the same time last year. Right? And this was around the same time. I think Paul, Wolvie, Mark, all of you guys, Ollie definitely will all remember how I was saying, guys, eyes on Bitcoin, eyes on the monthly, eyes on the yearly chart, because we are about to have an explosive move that will change our lives. And lives did it change. That's the thing about crypto, guys. Your lives could change in a couple of months, right? Forever. As long as you don't do things, don't be stupid after that. You don't get greedy. You focus on what's important, like your loved ones, etc. Keep it mango. Lives can change. You just gotta be patient for those opportunities when they do show up. You gotta have your head clear. You gotta have your soldiers ready, right? Losing all your soldiers in battles you shouldn't be fighting, chasing battles that you shouldn't be in, are things that the rest of the market did for this entire year. And yeah, they didn't pull out their soldiers, their troops in time. And now when we are about to go on to the next run, again, I'm speculating over here, I could be wrong, when we're about to potentially go on to the next run, people do not have their soldiers, they do not have the skills necessary, they do not have the education. There was I'm ranting over here, but this is important. A Sunday rant from the keeper of the grove himself, Sean Dexter. There were so many people throughout the year who weren't willing to be patient when I told them, listen, what you need to do is understand the basics. There's a lot of free content on Mango, a lot of free videos, daily videos, live streams that you can go ahead and rewatch. Do not FOMO into coins. And there was there were more than a few people who said to me, but I'm going to miss the biggest bull market in all of history, blah blah blah, right? I'm like, no, there's always opportunity. You're not going to miss anything, okay? Because if we have the biggest bull market over here, it means that we're going to have a big downside that can come to, and you will know how to trade it. You throwing your money in without having the skills needed to actually take advantage of the opportunity is likely going to lose you money. Learn first. No matter how much FOMO you're feeling, fight it, because it will pay off. And people who did not fight it, did not heed those mango words, well, they aren't here now to take advantage of this opportunity that we are going to go into. So regardless, now if you guys are now just FOMOing into the markets, I advise all of you, take a step back and recognize that you need to learn a lot more before actually putting on hardcore risk. And yeah, don't make the mistakes I made, because I went through a lot of pain myself. By the way, I'm not speaking from a high horse over here without ever going through any of that pain. I went through a lot of pain that literally floored me. You guys do not want to go through that. Oof, bad stuff. But yeah, Father Sean's Sunday sermon, says Paul. Okay, yeah, so this is Solana. I want to start with Bitcoin. So much of that. So here we have Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and as you guys can see, I have 3 horizontals marked out for you guys, 2 underneath us, 2 above us. Bitcoin sitting practically in the middle of the range, eh? Let's go ahead and try that out. Ooh, is it literally at the middle of the range? Yeah, it is. What do you know, guys? How perfect and beautiful can TA be? You guys think this is a coincidence? No, it's not. It's not. These charts, even though they're human beings behind the actual buying power, the actual buys and sells are primarily these days executed by bots and algos. And because bots and algos need a very definitive yes or no way to trade, right? A lot of this can be predictable, and there's edge. Okay, so what are we looking at over here? I'm looking at this level right over here, guys. I've been talking about this level for freaking months now, pretty much all year. 52,000, 53,000. We have reclaimed it on the 4-day time frame, but not so much on the weekly just yet. All right, not so much on the weekly. In fact, this is a level automatically drawn for us by the Mango View as well. And we've been looking at it on the Mango View using the ability to draw out the 4-day horizontals while looking at the weekly time frame, right? Which is essentially what we're doing over here. I've recreated that same chart over here, but we have the dynamic as well. So far, what have we seen Bitcoin do? Bounce off the dynamic, pierce through that major 4-day breakdown level. Haven't closed that weekly level just yet though, right? So we're looking for that. And it's likely going to happen in 15 hours and 23 unless we see Bitcoin do something crazy and actually close underneath $53,000, right? And it could happen. So if we do see that, we're likely also going to have a second 4-day candle close above that level, right? Which is happening the next day, a day and 16 hours later. So we'll have the weekly close and the 4-day close, and that probability is a lot higher, especially if we have this candle close over here, because of what's happening on the lower time frame. So the lower time frames are signaling at the moment, at the very least, that we may have a great Monday to come, or a great week to come at the very least. There are some caveats that we will go over very soon, but I want to go back on over to the weekly time frame. So underneath us, we have weekly support at 51,000 and 4-day support at 53,000. We can put those together to have a zone that is essentially a buy opportunity if price ever comes down there again, right? Does it come down there? From my experience, when Bitcoin breaks through major levels like this, major zones like this, it just goes through and doesn't give people the opportunity to buy it again until they least expect it, right? So you'll see something like a move there, and then a poof, a wick somewhere down there that gets bought up immediately, and then Bitcoin goes on towards the upside. So keep this level in mind though for future, okay? Even if it is 2 years down the road, because if you guys do remember, we had a thesis saying that this entire zone over here is going to be the bottom of the market cycle if we do have a massive move, right, to wherever, right? Whether we go to 150, 200, I do think that if we do come down again, this zone over here, 53k to 48k, is likely going to be the bottom. of the next cycle. So keep this level in mind. Okay, regardless, it's going to be a buy opportunity if price comes down there, and if we do lose that level, we're likely going to make our way all the way back down to 42,000. Okay, so that's our support zone. If we do close over here, and of course towards the upside, we have $60,000 I'm looking at as a target if Bitcoin actually does both, close this level over here, and then we actually close 2 daily candles above the mid level I just talked about at around 56k. So we see 2 daily candles above 56k, then I'll be looking for a very quick move to around 60,500. Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Any questions on this before we move on over to the lower time frames, where I'm seeing the signs for a good week to come? Again, lower time frames do not trump the high time frames, so keep that in mind. But before we go any further, any questions, let me know in the chat. Keep in mind the chat is a bit delayed, so I may take a little bit to see your messages. In the meantime, those of you who are enjoying the stream, please hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Mango yet. Make sure you hit the notification icon too, because a lot of people have been complaining that you guys missed the stream even though you guys were awake, right? So you guys need to hit that notification icon so YouTube knows to notify you. But better yet, you can join us on the Discord at themangoway.com/discord, because we do send notifications for the live streams in the Discord. Vishal is in here. Holy moly. Good morning to you, Vishal. So freaking good to see you. My oh my. Whoa. That's it, guys. That's the bull signal. Last time Vishal joined Mango, Bitcoin went from $6,000 to $60,000. No joke. No joke. It's Vish. He's in here. The biggest bull signal we could get, stronger than the dynamic, stronger than the mango vine. It's happening. Let's go ahead and mark our next resistance level, guys. 600,000. All right, I'm around here. This is what we got to keep an eye on now, guys. Everything's changed. Everything's changed. XRP my pants asks, you would think so, but who's to say that this recent pump is not buy the news, sell the event type of scenario? But what news? I had no idea there was any news. Pin the Discord invite link. Where is it? Oh, why is it not a clickable? Kusha, you gotta put https://www.themangoway.com. So redo it and I'll pin it. The Vishal oscillator, indeed. Hey Julian, how's it going? Bull Raven said it here. Love it. We did go over a couple of signs or indicators that does point to 600,000. So now we have confluence. We have the Vishal oscillator confluencing with the 3-day TK cross above the cloud. The Mango.com. Okay, I'll go ahead and pin Krisha's comment over there. Oh, it's pinned. I have to unpin it. What? Oh, she pinned it. Hey, how's it going, Aaron? A bit hungover on my way home. Hope you aren't driving, man. Are you allowed to drive if you're hungover? If you're hungover, there's likely blood in your there's likely alcohol in your bloodstream or thingy, right? Something like that. I'm not sure. I've never had a drink even outside and driven home, so Alright, so what do you guys want to do? You guys want to go over the TK cross, or do you guys want to go over the lower time frames? What I'm seeing on the lower time frames, that's really interesting. Actually, let's go over the lower time frames. Bitcoin did have a really good lower time frame candle close. We're going to go on over to the 4-hour, and then we're going to switch to the 12-hour time frame, and then we're going to look at the daily. All right. So over here, you guys can see our weekly and our 4-day levels underneath us, and Bitcoin has been essentially consolidating above those levels, but not just consolidating, guys. What Bitcoin has been doing was essentially putting in higher lows against that level, so kind of pointing towards the upside over there. But the most recent 4-hour candle had a really nice close. We closed above this neckline. Now keep in mind that this is something that I'm a little bit cautious of when it happens on the weekend. When it does happen, not just a weekend, on a Sunday, okay, on a Sunday, particularly a Sunday. And this is the 4-hour candle close leading into the 12-hour candle close that I prefer this candle or rather this level to be claimed on. Okay, so this candle close is great. Okay, and this kind of lines up with what we were talking about with the bullish divergence I mentioned, right? We're looking at a falling channel over here that broke and then got retested, while price was not putting in a falling channel. In fact, you could make an argument it was putting more of an ascending triangle, right? So that ascending triangle has kind of broken towards the upside now, and that would actually point towards, let's go ahead and do a measured move for that. Oops, come on, Sean. Somewhere around 57 to 58,000, so in the middle of these two levels right over here, so the mid of the mid, right? But if this does see that continuation, guys, the 12-hour, which we are about to close in 3 hours and 14 minutes, is going to look fantastic. And this 12-hour is not just in an ascending triangle that's breaking towards the upside. It's actually a bull flag, right? You can take the poll over here if you want to be a little bit more conservative, and this points to around 63,000, which, what do you know, ends up being our candle close highs on the daily time frame, right? So somewhere around here. So oof, so you see things cascade onto each other now. Now if we do see this, right, this 12-hour close, well, first above 55, 56, and then we start seeing that continuation towards the upside leading into tomorrow's candle close, what's going to happen? Well, we're going to have that 4-day second candle close above this major level that we were just talking about, right? So we get that 4-day candle close, the second 4-day candle close, which is closing in a day and 16 hours around here. I'm definitely looking for a move to around $63,000. We start seeing multiple 4-day candle close about $63,000. At that point, I'll be looking for much higher, around $90,000 to around $100,000. We will likely see pullbacks, of course, in that duration. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing 2 candle closes here, pull back, okay, only for like a higher low or like a really ugly higher low, and then we start trending towards the upside. Because expect one of 2 things to happen over here: a lot of FOMO, and people FOMOing into the trade and then just getting dumped on because they're over leveraged, because they think because Bitcoin broke 60k we're going to the moon, or people don't enter because they think it's a trap and it just keeps floating towards the upside. There's going to be some nonsense happening here, which is why we got our positions way in and we're just going to be enjoying the trend. You guys notice I usually start doing these live streams when I'm in a very good position where I don't need to trade it much anymore, just enjoy the trend, right? Because yeah, in the bear market you gotta put on trades more often, manage your trades more often, etc, gotta be more focused, etc. Bull market's all about enjoying the trend, doing it mango. BTC will leave people behind, says Paul. Indeed, it's done it before, it's going to do it again, and it's going to continue to do it for halving cycles to come. Mason Bondic says, woohoo, caught the stream. That's such a cool name. It's like Bond, Mason Bond. If I were you, I just pretend my last name was Bond. Then you could go like, name's Bond, Mason Bond. And Watson says, Sean, one is looking great. When you get your alts, could we have a look at one, please? Yeah. In case I do forget, don't hesitate to remind me. Wolvie says, woke up to the 4-hour candle close. Nothing better to wake up to, indeed. That was a great 4-hour candle close. I did not expect it to close. I don't know. I just did not expect it to close like that. I thought it was going to close underneath. It was a pleasant surprise, though. I was like, nah, Bitcoin's not going to be that good to us. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Okay, let's say we see that continuation. We have a great weekly candle close. We see the 4-day candle start tomorrow. Great. Keep in mind that CMEs, in that case, are going to probably start with a gap, right? What's the... So CME is closed at 55,000, right? So Bitcoin opens at around, like, let's say 58k, 56k. CMEs are likely going to have a gap. Now, actually, no. This might be fine. No. We may actually not have a gap at all on CMEs. So I take that back. Ashok is in here. How's it going, Ashok? Saurav says, hey Krisha, how do I reply to you the way you did? You gotta hit the @ thingy key, and then it'll give you a list of people you can tag that you can scroll through by using the first letter of the person's name. Guys, so let's go on over to check out what Bitcoin's doing against gold. Again, like I told you guys, this was going to be the major chart to be watching, right? As soon as you start seeing the signs of gold, or rather the inverted gold Bitcoin pairing, putting in high lows, high highs, that was a big sign. Big sign. And what do you know? Bitcoin not disappointing, right? But likely, if you do check the inflows outflows of Bitcoin versus gold, the caps, I wouldn't be surprised if you are seeing something like this, right? If you're plotting Bitcoin on the top, of course, right? Bitcoin on the top and gold underneath, right? You're likely seeing gold outflows while you're seeing Bitcoin go up like this, right? Usually when you start seeing that confluence where there's an inflection point at the same time, right? So could someone verify this for me, by the way? But if you do see that inflection point where gold starts going downwards while Bitcoin starts going upwards in terms of money flow into the market, right? It's fair to say, or fair to reason, that you're seeing gold holders exit into Bitcoin, right? We've been talking about this possibility now for more than a year, like almost 2 years actually, right? We started fixating on the Bitcoin gold chart more so in around August last year, and it gave us a lot of edge, and I think it's going to be giving us edge for some time to come until Bitcoin 10x's from here, which, what do you know, lines up with 600,000. Jesus, there's so much pointing to 600,000. We have the big indicator, which is Vishal, pointing to 600k. We have the TK cross on the 3-day, courtesy Krisha finding it, pointing to 600k. We have Bitcoin 10xing from its highs. And where do I get 10xing due to gold, by the way? Because gold's market cap is sitting around 10 trillion. Bitcoin at around this market cap is around 1 trillion. So if Bitcoin is to meet gold's market cap, it needs to 10x, right? I mean, that's it, guys. You guys don't need any more TAs. You guys don't need fancy horizontals and trend lines and indicators, all that nonsense. You guys got the Vishal indicator, the 3-day TK cross, and gold that's going to the ground, man. It's done. 600k. It is written. It is inevitable. Jeez. Oh my god. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, yeah. So gold, Bitcoin looking good. If you start seeing the ratio clear 35-ish, I'll be looking for much bigger moves. I'll be looking for a lot of gold holders saying that's it, let's sell more gold into Bitcoin, right? So it doesn't happen in one fell swoop, by the way, guys. People start saying, you know what, I'll touch Bitcoin a little bit, I'll sell 10% of my gold, 10% of my gold, and I'll put into Bitcoin. But then once you get that taste, right, once you get that taste of Bitcoin and you realize that the volatility towards downside is meaningless, but the volatility towards the upside gives you that high, right? Once you get that taste, you start thinking, man, I should put way more. I should put 20% of my portfolio, my gold portfolio, into gold, right? I hear it all the time. Like even Krisha's mom was like, oh, I should have bought more, and next time Bitcoin comes down, I'm gonna buy more. It's the same story every time, and it's going to be the same story with gold holders, and they don't really hold their gold, right? It's in a vault somewhere, probably held by JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, and it's not even really there, and they'll start realizing those things, because once you have like 10% in, you're incentivized to learn a little bit more about it. You're incentivized to realize that, oh man, wait a minute, this Bitcoin thing actually is a lot better than my gold. I actually get to hold it, right? And yeah, so then you're like 20%, then you're like 50%, and then you're like Michael Saylor and you go like 400%. Kisha's like this guy. Cormac is like, imagine 600,000 Bitcoin, guys. Wow. Yeah, man. People couldn't imagine 60,000 Bitcoin back when it was trading at 900. I mean, I couldn't picture 20,000 Bitcoin when it was trading at 900, and happened within the year. It was nuts. Oh man. I don't think people could even imagine around $5,000 Bitcoin. I remember so many people calling Bitcoin a bubble at 5,000, right? Saying this is the top, this is the top, this is ridiculous. The 5,000 is steel right now. It's going to be the same story. 60,000 is going to be the lows and the buy opportunities of the next cycles to come. Okay, so yeah, gold over here, we're looking for the ratio to break towards the upside, but I have news for you guys. Mango's ahead of the game, and I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, especially from crypto folk who don't understand what I'm talking about. But if you guys want to see what I'm looking at for the next big win on Bitcoin, the next big chart that we can draw edge from, go ahead and hit that like button. Show me that you guys actually want to see this. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification too, but definitely hit that like. There's around 100 of you here and only 50 likes. But there's 50 of you over here who clearly don't like what I'm saying. So one of two things needs to happen. You leave the stream so we can get that ratio back down to 1-to-1, or just hit the like button, man. It's so much easier. Yeah, we'll be covering altcoins very soon, guys. There's a couple of charts I want to go over first. But if you haven't hit the like yet, go ahead and hit the like button, and we'll start very soon. Mark M is in here. How's it going, Mark? Says, can we look at FTM? Yeah, we'd be looking at FTM too. Daily cup and handle looks very similar to one. Indeed, we'll be looking at one as well. All for one and one for all. Has the one community used that phrase to their advantage yet? I hope so. It's a waste of an opportunity. All right, so the next chart that we should be keeping an eye on, I mentioned this briefly in the Grove. Okay, keep an eye on this chart. This is where the big win on Bitcoin is going to come from, guys. All right, we're looking at over here is TLT against Bitcoin inverted. Essentially, this is the Treasury market against Bitcoin. Okay, bondholders right now are probably in as much pain as gold holders. Okay, a lot of the bids coming in from the bond market are pretty much like due to regulatory forceful measures where they are forced to be bidders of the bond market. But a lot of people who are just used to the old ways, right, and going for that 60-40 portfolio ratio, and they just don't know what else to buy, right? They're buying 60% equities, 40% bonds, and they think that, hey, that's a way to be trading, that's a way to be investing. But your bonds are actually losing you money hardcore right now, regardless of its nominal yield. On the real yield, you're losing money every single day, every single year, and it's likely going to be the scenario for the decade to come, especially with the narrative of inflation being transitory, getting completely a kick up the ass. The bond market is beginning to start worrying. And as the worry starts increasing, they start thinking, okay, where do I allocate the funds that I don't need in the bond market? Okay, where do I allocate, right? Like, even if you go, say, 70% equities, 30% bonds, you're like, damn, I'm losing money on this. So what do you do? 80% equities, right? 20% bonds? Damn, I'm losing money on this. What do you do next? 90%? 10%? Damn, I'm losing money. Like, no matter what you do for the next 10 years, you're likely going to be losing money in the bond market, period. All right, growth, money supply is increasing at a rate of around 20% year over year, right? So your inflation, or rather your bonds, need to essentially yield at least that much, which is why people have been running into equities. So what they're going to say is, okay, you know what, maybe I can kind of let's say I go 9% equities is already so risky, right? If I'm going to take so much risk either way, maybe I can do 80% equities, okay? 10% bonds just as a tactical measure in case we see any deflation in the market, which is unlikely, just due to the only way we see deflation, by the way, guys, is due to technology, right? Technology is likely the most deflationary impact that we have in the world, but that's a different conversation. So 10% into bonds, which I think is still stupid, and then maybe I start allocating 10% of my portfolio into Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is essentially being looked at now as a hedge against sovereigns defaulting on their obligations to their bondholders. Okay, because you guys need to understand something. If under circumstance of default, okay, under circumstance of default, you don't get anything, okay, and if a country defaults and goes to complete shit, right, you stand to lose everything because of counterparty risk, right? No matter what you're holding in that country, it's going to lose its value. Okay, real estate too is likely going to take a big dip. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is a global asset held by the rest of the world and has a claim against that risk where the sovereigns default, right? So when bondholders start increase, there are already so many that are beginning to allocate, right? 10% right now is not what people are doing, but we're talking about in the future. I think right now people are doing like 5%, right? So let's go ahead and erase all of this. That's going to be the big sign, because the bond market right now globally is around $140 trillion, if I can recall from the top of my head. So we're looking at not $10 trillion, which is gold, right? So let's go ahead and just delete everything. So gold is sitting at 10 trillion. The bond market, guys, is somewhere around 140. Is it 140 or is it 120? Let's take a lower bound, okay? I think it's 120 trillion, and this is at the moment, okay? This is at the moment. So if Bitcoin, or rather if bondholders, okay, so now we have two, okay, we have two market participants, gold holders pouring money into Bitcoin, And we have bondholders beginning to think, hey, you know what, maybe I should be putting a few percent, maybe 2%, maybe 5%. It's almost fiduciarily irresponsible for them to not put at least 2% in at this point. Okay, it's just financially irresponsible, in my opinion. But if they start saying, you know, we'll increase that to 5%. Ray Dalio, by the way, one of the greatest investors in the world, who literally killed the bond market, like, you know, he destroyed that market. He did so well. He literally said recently, I'd rather hold Bitcoin than a bond. Okay, so when more and more people start catching on to that, and their mandates are lifted where they're allowed to hold Bitcoin, they start allocating towards Bitcoin too, right? Let's say we get 5% of this, okay, now to begin with, and then 10%, and then 20%. Okay, imagine a day. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, guys. Okay, but if you're looking for that investment, okay, many of you guys say, oh, I want to hold for a long time, so I'm going to buy Dogecoin, you know, I want to buy Dogecoin so it goes to the moon, because Bitcoin's already gone up so high, right? Bitcoin can't go up possibly any higher, right? But no, guys, no, it can, and it could go up way higher than many of you guys think, way higher than many of you guys think. Way higher than even what I could possibly think, right? We have market participants who were stuck in assets before, who are beginning to realize that they do not need to be stuck in these assets, that there is an option, and they won't jump into the ocean immediately. They'll dip their toes in, they'll tip their toes in, and they're like, huh, the water ain't so bad after all. This actually feels really nice. Kusha, come check this out. What's nice, eh? Let's just jump in. What happens next, guys? What happens next? When there's a rush for all of this money chasing 21 million Bitcoin, only 21 million, which, by the way, out of which 18 million and some is already taken by us. And finally, it's going to be the traditional market, the finance guys who are stuck in their old ways, who will be buying our bags, right? They'll be chasing our bags, and they'll be chasing what the little that's left, the 3 million, assuming that Satoshi's Bitcoin can even be moved, right? And even, by the way, at that point, Satoshi's Bitcoin moving is not going to be a big deal, but there's actually really like 20 million if you think about it, because I think Satoshi has like 1 million, right? So yeah, there's like maybe 1.5 left, 2 million left Bitcoin, right? And we have a $123 trillion market coming after it. We have a $10 trillion market coming after it as we speak. Not like, let's just say can Bitcoin not 50x from here if we get even a portion of this? And this Bitcoin sitting at 1 trillion, guys. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and just mark out some key levels that we're looking for Bitcoin to break. We've broken this level already. We're looking for Bitcoin to break this level, and we have a zone right over here that we're coming up against right now. Hey Lindika, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Good morning, Noel. Good to see you in here too. Showen says, let's smash the like button. It's the least we can do. Yes, indeed. Hit those likes. Try to get that ratio up to 1:1. Shows like, guys, this stuff is literally gold, or shall I say Bitcoin indeed. Cormac says, I will receive 7 airdrops from just owning XRP. Nice. I have 2 of them already and earning me a passive income. Nice. Through delegation, standard $10 minimum. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm not familiar with XRP and how their airdrops etc. work. Paul says, glad I caught the stream. Incredible info. Hey man, thank you. Glad you think so. Glad you think so. He says, liked and subscribed. Indeed. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright, so now, is there anything else? Any other weekly charts I want to go over really quick before we go over altcoins? Let's look at, take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Inverted of course, Bitcoin dominance inverted. So altcoins over here, not looking the prettiest, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. They do have support over here. Just that. Yeah, so let's leave that like that. If we do break down over here, likely to see alts dump even further, all the way back down here somewhere actually. Yeah, somewhere around there. So let's go ahead and raise this a tad bit, get the breakdown point and the retest point, break up point rather. So what I'm marking, guys, is this. Right? So if Bitcoin comes down and breaks this, or rather Bitcoin dominance inverted comes down and breaks this, if the altcoins break this level, yeah, we're looking for this. That's going to mean that doesn't mean bad things for altcoins against the USD pairing, but it's going to mean bad things definitely for altcoins against their Bitcoin pairing, right? So be wary and defensive against that possibility, because if you are and it does play out that way, there's going to be massive opportunity, massive upside opportunity on altcoins, especially if you're looking to collect Bitcoin. I'm not sure about if you want to collect USD, because we may have market conditions where Bitcoin is going down and altcoins are just going down faster, and that's why we're seeing that, right? So either way, there's going to be opportunity, and we'll be discussing it over here on Mango, and we'll break it down for you guys. Okay, so that's the crypto market cap. Oh, sorry, BTCD. What else do I want to look at? Check out what SPY has done. This is the 4-day. SPY bouncing off of the weekly really well, closing above as well. That's really good. Damn. So SPY doing well. Check out Nasdaq holding those key levels as well. So markets, this is what I said, right? It's great when Bitcoin's going up while the rest of the markets are coming down, but we should want both markets to go up, right? We want everyone to feel bullish. That's the best case scenario. And yeah, that's holding so far. Not bullish, but actually no, this is bullish, man. What am I saying? Like, it's holding trend. Yeah, we can check out Ethereum now, and this will be a good transition into altcoins. So Ethereum accumulating off the Mango dynamic. All you have to do this entire market cycle on Ethereum, so that I feel stupid and not just constantly doing it, right? Because Ethereum for the most part has completely outperformed Bitcoin. We did collect a lot of Ethereum over here, right? We did do that, exactly just that, accumulated across the dynamic this entire period. But each time it's come down and tested it, it's been a massive buy opportunity. Look at that. And now again, look at that. Every single touch of the weekly dynamic on Ethereum, similar story with Cardano, by the way, guys. Every single touch this bull market has just been accumulate. And Jesus, look at that. It's up 1,000%, man. Which other market are you gonna get this in? This is huge. Like, so Ethereum, by the way, has the potential in my opinion, by the end of this market cycle to be anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000. So do not rule that possibility out. Hey, Swag. Swag starts with a good night. I didn't know this guy was even in the stream. He's like, good night, nice stream. What a guy. Night, my man. Glad you enjoyed the stream. What chart is that? Says Paul. Which chart are you referring to? This one over here? So Ethereum looking good. Breaking out the structure over here, guys, points to 6,000. That's a 50% move. That's if Ethereum holds that ratio though. But yeah, if it's as linear as that, then yeah, Ethereum could. So Wolvie says, I'm referring to Wolvie, or rather Martin Wolvie's question on if BTC goes to $600,000, Ethereum may go to $60,000, and yeah, I don't think so though. Dot, please, mate. Love the channel. Yeah, we'll cover Dot too, but let's go through the altcoins one by one. I'll start with one and then FTM, and then we'll do Dot. Right? Is there any coins I'm missing that one of you asked for? I'm gonna go ahead and use the washroom real quick before I start. So give me a sec. Alright, I'm back and it looks like we have Philippe in here. How's it going, Philippe? I'm not sure if you caught it, but he's on his way out. Oh man, I missed him. Damn it. Aw. Yeah, Philippe, if you do listen to this later, shout out to you. Sorry, says AXS weekly structure. Okay, wait, let's start with one. Announcement one. Oof. This does look nice, guys. If we do close a weekly over here, it's gonna look fantastic. Yeah, similar to Ethereum, right? But not as neat. We did have the buy option over here, broke down over here. That was probably the big first sign that this is not going to be as neat anymore. Bounced up over here, reclaimed the dime, but immediately dumped back down, right? And then used it as resistance, reclaimed it, and saw the 2 weekly candle closes. But I want to say right over here we closed over, lost it again, and then again closed over. This was really ugly, and then finally closed 2 weekly candles above it, right? So these were, in my opinion, if you were trading this, these were the buy opportunity lines. Let's go ahead and look at it on the Ichimoku. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Looking a lot neater over here, eh? A lot neater on the Ichimoku. So the weekly Ichimoku holding the Tenkin and the Kijun, you use it as a zone. Right? Got picked up on the Kijun first, the Tenkin next. I really like that, right? When you see the Kijun get respected the first time, and then closing above the Tenkin, and the next time the Tenkin gets bid up almost immediately. You don't even see a dip underneath the Tenkin. So this was really good price action, these two candles over here. That's probably why you're seeing the big up thrust now. Now if you do close this weekly candle above this level, actually we can go ahead and mark these highs over here as well. Yeah, it actually lines up with these kind of closes over here too, which were pretty much trappy action over there. So yeah, you gotta, it seems like with Harmony, you're better off hunting for the higher low, and the breakouts aren't really seeing their immediate continuation. In fact, it dumps back down, shakes people out of the trade, and then just keeps going. I believe this was a huge move in terms of percent. Look at that, 400%. Jesus. So this could run. This could really run. Let's go to 1 BTC. Ooh, not the neatest. Yeah, the monthly is looking a lot more tradable. You can see close, look at that, perfect retest, right? Close above these monthly levels over here, had the big up thrust, but came down to retest the monthly candle close, and that just ended up being a buy opportunity. And now we're seeing that continuation towards the upside, probably lined up with that same pullback on the Tenkin, or maybe the Kijun on 1 USDT. That's a 50% move since then against Bitcoin. Consider the fact that Bitcoin has actually had a massive move in that duration as well, and 1 BTC is actually making new monthly highs against Bitcoin. This is a really strong chart, Let's see what the dashboard is saying. Where is my dashboard? Over here. So 1 USDT on the daily, you have the call 9, okay, so 9 hours ago. So it flipped this morning on the daily, eh? Interesting. And it's already up 16%. So most of this move, okay, most of the Bitcoin move definitely happened. Oh, the 12 hour, okay, the 12 hour has been long for 3 days now. It's up 40% since the call, around 2.5 days to 3 days ago. Okay, so the 4 on the 12 hour went off the same day, and you're up around 40%. Interesting. This has the Ichimoku signal as well. So I really like this 12-hour Ichimoku as well on the USD pairing, not on the Bitcoin pairing. So if you see this up arrow over here, guys, I really like the confluence. You see up arrow over here as well as the trend being long. That's essentially the dashboard telling you that this has a bullish Ichimoku trigger that's gone off, along with the dashboard's algorithm telling you that's gone off. So you have confluence over there, right? So what we could be doing also is look for the confluence by simply let's clear this out, right? So what I could be looking for is, okay, I want to see only long assets that are long on the dashboard, okay, but with the dashboard's algorithm. But I also want to see assets that have the Ichimoku triggered, right? And now I'm filtering essentially both of these, and it essentially needs to be an intersection of both of them happening at the same time. and you should see one on here, and you can see one triggered over here long 2.5 days ago, and you're up 41%. Axis triggered long 16 days ago, and you're up 80%. FTM triggered long, so it has, yeah, the bullish Ichimoku. I thought I didn't see it there. 2.9 days ago, and you're up 20%. So these are good trades. EGLD is on here. Paul, if you're watching, EGLD triggered 2.5 days ago with that signal. And hey, it's up 3.5% thus far, but we were looking at this yesterday and it looked good, right? We saw some interesting trades on that, trade opportunities on that. SCRT is another one that, this is that secret coin that we were looking at yesterday. It's actually named Secret Coin. It's ridiculous. It's up 33%. So yeah, out of this entire list, there's around 14 of them over here. 12 of them give you massive returns. One gave you a 25% loss. QKC. Man, QKC is that trade that, do you guys remember from last year? The QKC is the only trade that I couldn't make money on, right? I was in such a good run with my altcoin trades, but QKC is the only one that I could not make money on. Something's up with this one. I'd be really careful. It's sitting on the same Satoshi level. That's interesting. I remember trading it around 63 sats, then moved up to around 80 sats. But even though it was a nice move, it wasn't anything compared to the moves we caught on Band, VeChain, SXP, Matic. Yeah, I don't like this coin, but yeah, it's looking good. AR is that Arweave coin, eh? That this is the one that we looked at yesterday as well. It was looking really good. So let's go ahead and check out Arweave, and but we'll do that after we check out FTM. Is FTM on here? Yes, FTM's on here as well. So that's really interesting. Oh yeah, Krisha says you guys can find the dashboard at app.mangoresearch.co. Yep, indeed, app.mangoresearch.co. There's a free version as well as the premium version. Definitely play around with the free version, see if you like it. And heads up to people who are interested in the annual access of the dashboard. We will be increasing the price of the annual access very soon. Actually, we were supposed to do it at the beginning of last week or this week. I'm not sure which one, but we'll be doing it very, very soon. Ajay says I caught MTH using the dashboard. Interesting. Is it on here? Yes, it's on here, and it has the Ichimoku signal as well. Well done, Ajay. Well done. It's up 42%. What? This was one of the ones that was, I think it showed up on one of the only ones that, yeah, that was long against. So what you guys can also do, by the way, is filter. So right now what we have is a filter that says we want to see the assets that are long only on the dashboard's algorithm, along with signaled long for the bullish Ichimoku algorithm, right? So essentially we've triggered both of these filters. What we could also do is go ahead and hit the BTC filter. So now you'll see only assets that are long against the dashboard's algo, long against the bullish Ichimoku signal, as well as Bitcoin. So they're performing better than Bitcoin, right? Not USD. So I really like the fact that we can do this, and you can see that there are only 3 coins that are doing well against Bitcoin: FTM, Secret, and MTH, at least on the daily time frame. The 12-hour time frame is telling us a different story, where there's QKCs on there as well, but it ended up being a complete fake out. Over the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame says STX. Ooh, interesting. I remember trading this back in the day. Back in the day on low liquidity charts. We'll check out MTH's chart for sure. I'm not too interested in checking out STX. We'll look at Arweave as well, and Badger's on here. Badger could be an opportunity, guys. Badger could be an opportunity. Will one of you remind me to check out Badger after we finish up with FTM? Okay, so with that, let's switch back on over to the charts. Dashboard's giving us some really nice opportunities, guys. I really recommend not ignoring the dashboard, because it's been really nailing it, and we've been doing ourselves a disservice by ignoring it. FTM, USDT. Or do you guys want to start with Bitcoin? Oof, this just kept going, eh? Mark, are you still in your trade on FTM? Let's check out the lower time frames. Okay, so falling channel that broke to the upside. Probably on the 1 hour time frame you can see it out, see it way better. Yeah, this wants to keep going now. So one of two paths it's likely gonna take. Either gonna grind here and then break up, or put in a higher low and then break up. But this looks good here. Let's put on the dynamic. Did fall on the dynamic? Not really. Chopped around over the dynamic over here. Oh, it's the 4 hour dynamic is being played on. If I was playing the 4 hour though, I'd only buy. I wouldn't be playing the falling channel. I'd only buy, of course, the dynamic support level. Ideally, you'd want $1.99 to $2, but clearly this got front run at $2.04, showing even more bullishness on this asset. But if you guys missed that, I'd be looking to buy above this horizontal low here, because essentially you'd have like a weird W-like formation with that neckline and then the break towards the upside. Likely going to test these highs, likely going to break the highs too if it does break out of that 4 hour horizontal over here at around $2.25. So $2.25 is resistance, and I would personally not want to be buying against resistance, on that resistance at the very least. The 12 hour might be telling us a different story. Not really. You see this high over here coming in at around $2.30, right? So yeah, that's a resistance right over there. The daily looks good. Daily breaking about $2.30. That's essentially your bull flag breakout after weekly accumulation, continuation, impulsive move. Bull flag. Yeah, this is reminding me of what Solana did, guys. This is reminding me of what Solana did. How's it going, Austin? Good to see you in your bud. Could FTM be the leading indicator? For what, Kusha? For what? Don't say it. So we've covered one, we've covered FTM. Is there anything else you guys want to look at that I missed? Let me know in the chat, guys. Ooh, Ashok's an FTM, eh? Well done. Am I the only one not an FTM? MTHBDC says Mark. Let's do it. Is this Mithril? Moneta. All right. Oh my god, what is this? Jesus. This is the definition of up only. Oh my god. Just Akusha's gonna be like, is Moneta leading? Think. This looks really good, man. If this breaks, this is the weekly. I can't believe this is weekly. This is like a daily chart. Next, how's the liquidity on this? Next level only at 225 sats. So what is that move? That's a good 65% move. In fact, the midpoint is literally these highs over here, so I really like that too. Yeah, so that's tradable. Let's see how it's reacting off that weekly level, eh? It's like it doesn't exist. It came up against it initially, but now it's like up. We're just going to pretend that you don't exist. Guys, try not to FOMO into this coin, because we're about to close a weekly, and especially coins like this with low liquidity, you'll be surprised, even though you'll see it move all the way up to the midpoint that we marked out. Or it's the midpoint. Okay, this is the midpoint. Jesus, midpoint. Even though it could go there, it could still close the day and hence the weekly underneath this level. So a lot can happen really fast. So just wait for the weekly candle close. Monthly resistance over here too. Jesus, man. Oops. Like, if we have an altcoin mania cycle, am I reading that right? It says 13,000%. How much did this dump? If this, oh my god, man. Imagine imagine holding, being a back order on this. Holy. Oh my god. Okay, but I don't think I don't think this is getting up to those levels. I mean, who knows? It's freaking, take it level by level, because you don't need to get greedy on something like this. Even if it gets to this level here and then this level here, right? Let's say it does, right? And you get in somewhere around here. That's 100% to the first level. 300% to the next level. 340% to the next level. Not bad. But then from here to here, 1,500%. Why did I read 12,000%? Did I do something wrong? I guess it's from the lows. I was marking it out from the lows. I might hoard an MTH. If you catch a good trend, Ajesh, you'd be surprised that if you even hold 10% of your initial allocation, right, your initial position, if you hold even 10%, that could 3x your total profits that you've taken thus far. That's the kind of opportunity that altcoins afford people, even if they leave a tad bit in, right? Because you end up in a very, like, everything to gain situation, very little lose when you leave at least 10% in, especially when we're going into these kind of bull runs. Now, if you dump, or rather price dumps, it's going to sting a little bit, but not that much, right? Because you've taken 90% profits already. Sean, how's it going, buddy? I almost doxed you again. My bad. Oh, I was supposed to reply to your PM. Oh man, oh man, because I saw your PM right after the stream, and I was so exhausted from the stream. I was like, okay, I'll reply to you later. And then I just never got back to it because I get so many PMs, man. My apologies, my sincere apologies. I'll remember to reply to you. If not, don't hesitate to shoot me a re-PM, so that way I don't miss it, right? Mason Bond says, Sean, is market cap a showstopper for alts when getting fibs on VeChain, for example? It shows a potential for 1.5 USD, but there's always a nagging idea of market cap can't go. No, don't think like that, man. Markets will go higher than you think. Markets can go lower than you think, right? Just always go with that mindset. That's how you catch the life-changing wins. Sean is having water for dinner. I literally am. Bitcoin, what are you doing, man? Like I said, guys, I don't trust that 4-hour candle close. There you go. There you go. Let's see, we have 2 hours and 22 minutes to go, though. So Krisha asks, why don't I trust the 4-hour close? Because usually the 12-hour candle close leading into the weekly is the most important candle, and that duration leading into that 12-hour candle close, right? The 4-hour between the 4-hour right before it, and then the 4-hour that closes right after it is the 12-hour candle close, right? So that duration is where you see a lot of contention, right? You see either the bear stepping in or you see the bull stepping in. So whether you're bearish or you're bullish, you can't really trust that candle, because you're just better off waiting 4 hours to see who wins that battle leading into that weekly candle close, because it tells you a lot more. That 12-hour candle close, that major 12-hour leading into that weekly close, is the real showstopper, or the real decider in my opinion, or the front runner on your trade leading into the weekly, right? Because nothing really trumps the weekly close, but if you want a front run on that weekly close, it's the 12-hour that you're looking for, and usually the 4-hour before the 12-hour you see a lot of contention. This is not a retest, Ashok. I mean, it could be. Let's see how this 12-hour closes. What we could do is, if the 10 SMA, ooh, there we go. Okay, you know what, this could end up being picked up over here, especially if we see the 10 SMA around there too. Okay, no, you know what, I take that back, because usually when you see this signature where the 10 SMA comes into the consolidation, right? Ashok, I think you probably remember this. We talked about this trade idea from 2018, 2019. We traded this a lot, right? When you see the 10 SMA come into the consolidation, usually after a breakout, you do see price step into the consolidation over here, the ascending triangle, retest the 10 SMA, tank in, all right? Or even if it's just the 10 SMA, but over here it's a strong probability of a retest, and then we close above. So if we do close above, that's gonna look good. But I'd rather just be a little bit more patient for that 12-hour candle, guys. Gabar Singh asks, what are my opinions on DOT? Let's go check out DOT. I really like DOT. It's looking good. Really nice weekly picture over here. Putting in what looks like to be a weekly bull flag, right? If we do start closing candles above this, at the moment it does look like we're resisting against this level over here, 36. So I'd watch out for that. But I really like the structure here, guys. We essentially had a I don't know what Krisha would call this, but to me it looks like a I guess you could call it a cup and handle, or to me it looks like more like a I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say like a, yeah, no, but either way, yeah, we are looking cup and handle that broke towards the upside, and now we're seeing a flag form. Right, the psychology of a flag. So essentially we do have a measured move that we could draw. This points to around 60 bucks. So I'd say $60 likely that for DOT to get to. And what kind of move is that? A 2x? What's it? Oh, it's sitting at 35. Okay, so around 50% move. Sean can read my mind. The neckline is being tested now. Is that how you're looking at this? As a neckline like this, Krisha? Ah. Okay, I see. So Krisha's drawing it like this. Let's clear everything. She's the pattern queen, guys. I'd go with her opinion. She's looking at this. Like that? Is that what you're doing? I'm not sure. Kusha, you can post a chart on the Discord for everyone else and for me too, right? And by the way, for those of you who are not in the Discord yet, go ahead and join us at themangoway.com/discord. So what would this measured move be? Point to the highs. Okay, so likely gonna make it straight to 45. Are you referring to dot mark? Let's do it. Monthly it is. Oof. Monthly looks good. Oh, you're referring to my analysis from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, 37-ish. That's gonna be the big move. It was a similar story over here when we had the big monthly candle over here, came down, retested, and we just kept going after that. So over here, right, if you think about a similar story where we do see continuation of the cup and handle leading into like 45, 50, perhaps even 60. Let's say we get that bull flag play out and go all the way up to 60. Any retest of this monthly level is going to be a gift and a buy opportunity, and this continuation. Of course, you don't want to like get too greedy and try it for the exact level, because you're playing a monthly. Or don't get greedy on nitpicking for a couple of dollars, because this could go up to like 100, 200 even in a bull market run. So if you end up nitpicking for, hey, I wanted $41, but it only came down to $43, so I didn't buy, and then you see price sitting at $200, $240, you feel stupid in a crypto bull market. When you're playing the monthly, do not nitpick on your entries. No, Ajay says he has to go. He says, sorry Sean, I'll have to go. We'll watch the rest later. Have a good Sunday, everyone. You too, buddy. Have a good Sunday. I'll be wrapping up soon too, guys, probably around 5 to 10 minutes. Any questions, let me know. Krisha says she posted a bullish cup and handle setup on the Discord chat. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, okay. I would not have thought to draw it like that. You guys should all tab into the Discord and look at Krisha's .USDT cup and handle. So all the measure move for that, Krisha B. Ooh, Badger BTC. Yes, we should take a look at that. But I think Krisha's measure move will match up with my monthly target, which is around my bull flag. 60 bucks, Krisha, 63. Let us know. In the meantime, let's go check out Badger. So yeah, falling channel, broke towards the upside, likely going to see continuation towards the upside. So it's looking pretty good considering Bitcoin's going up and this wants to outperform Bitcoin. But a lot of resistance that it needs to deal with on the way up. So I would not be playing this on the daily personally. But it is giving signs on two indicators of ours, right? Let's go back onto a dashboard. Was it Badger? Badger's on here, right? Yeah, Badger's right there. So, and it just flipped like 9 hours ago. That's interesting. On the 4 hour, but the 12 hour. It's on the, okay, so it's just the 4 hour so far. I want to see it show up on the 12 hour, then the daily. At the very least 12 hour, right? So let's wait for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze it either way. Weekly resistance was tested, was rejected thus far. Was tested and found wanting. You can see this was a major level. This is a major level because you can see this was the big breakdown point for Badger. Oof. So now this looks like a structure, right, suddenly? Yeah, there you go. That's Badger for you. Lots of resistance to oh wait, was I on the wrong chart? I was on the wrong chart this entire time. My bad. But yeah, there you go. Krisha says, yup, measured move to $64. How'd I guess? We have confluence at $64 to $63, Krisha. So that monthly is going to be really key for DOT. I think leading into around December to Jan, we're going to see a nice altcoin rally. But we might see some really nice buy opportunities on the Bitcoin pairings. Yeah, I switched window. Apologies. You guys missed that entire thingy. But you guys get to see what I drew right over here. My bad. See ya, Aaron. Nice having you. Thank you for joining this entire time. Paul says XRP is doing some interesting moves at the moment. Sean, check it out on the 2-day in relation to the descending trend line, touching highs. XRP USD or Bitcoin? Two-day time frame. So you're drawing it like this, right? Where's my brush? What? Oh, there. Krisha, is this some sort of pattern? It is, eh? Like a really weird drooping inverted head and shoulders. That would essentially mean that this goes hard from this neckline. Points to around $2.30. Is that what you said, Paul? I think you mentioned the same. No, you said 2-3 months. I thought I read $2.30 there. Hey Murali, how's it going? Alright guys, make sure you hit the like to let me know if you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, we'll do more of these streams. We'll be wrapping up very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Krisha says, whoa, good catch on that. Mango Research. Ooh, I got a compliment on a pattern from the pattern queen herself. She's like, I'm impressed. Yes, I'm blushing. After all these years, I can still impress her. Pattern King in the house. It just regained the 2-day Tenkin, says Paul. Interesting. Retest too. Nice retest. Bullish streaky across. Cloud still red though. But I'm not liking the song. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, we do have this kind of structure play out on XRPA, by the way, guys. You can see it over here too. Did meet its measured move. It did. It did. So it met its measured move and then some. So watch out for these kind of structures. Really play through. They do have like some kind of accumulation pattern to them that I'm probably not aware of. But yeah, keep an eye out for XRP. Look at the weekly. Yeah, weekly candle starts closing about $1.30. I'd be looking for those highs to be retested at the very least around $2. Alright guys, with that, we'll go ahead and take one last look at Bitcoin before wrapping up. Bitcoin pulling back to test the key level that we talked about on the 4-hour time frame. Looking for Bitcoin to have that great 4-hour candle close leading into the 12-hour, thus closing the 12-hour fantastically. We want to see a 12-hour candle close essentially above 55,400-ish. We see 55,400 clear, as well as these highs over here at 56,200 get a single tick. Your price even ticks above that. After closing that 12-hour candle close, I'll be looking for continuation all the way up to $60,000. And hey, the weekly is likely going to close fantastically as well in that regard. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Krisha says XRP my pants. I feel volatility has dropped significantly. Paul says thanks, Sean. Hey man, my pleasure. It was great having all of you in here. Really enjoyed your company. Two Track says, hi Sean, can you suggest a trading crypto course? Mango does have a trading course that you might be interested in. I definitely recommend checking out if you join the Grove, right? So we have free content, by the way. You should check out our free content first on the education playlist. But join the Discord, themangoway.com/Discord. That's how you get to the Discord link. It should be in the description below. And Krisha put up a really good section in Discord where essentially highlights all the feedback and testimonials from the seedlings. But I recommend contacting seedlings yourself directly as well, and just ask them for their honest thoughts on my teaching style, on how they like the private seed group. Like we have a I was about to say family group, but it is essentially a family. We have a private family section where we have a bunch of sections where we share ideas, etc., share pain, share struggles, and I recommend talking to them directly too. Read what Krisha posted as well, the testimonials, because it was all organic pretty much. And then make your decision, or you can check out other courses as well. But I can't really recommend any other courses because I get a lot of bad feedback from people saying that this course sucks, that course sucks, and I don't really hear good things about other courses. Not because, by the way, not because there aren't good courses out there. It's just because it really takes people to people usually talk about things they hate. That's just how human beings are. Very rarely will they go out of their way to talk about things they enjoy, right? So I don't know. Paul says the seed program is the best crypto investment I ever made. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys feel that way. I'm really glad you guys feel that way. I put a lot of love and heart into it. Like Krisha knows more than anyone how much that means to me. So thank you very much. Sean says the seed course though, I was so hungry and I thought I could power through all the videos. but I ended up rewatching and rewatching. So while I'm not moving up quickly, I'm learning so much. Yep, that's the way you use the seed program, and that's precisely why I made the seed program lifelong, instead of, you know, a lot of courses say, hey, you get access only for 1 year and you go to renew. If you just consider the amount of information that is in seed, there's no way I couldn't in good conscience allow you guys to only watch it for 1 year. Like, I want you guys to be able to come back to it even after 4 years and rewatch the modules, right? It's built that way. Fun, enjoy. We did talk about Avalanche in the beginning of the stream, my man. Sean says, I'll answer any questions. Oh, you're referring to someone else. Oh yeah, message Sherwin. Message Sherwin on Discord. Oh, you guys are awesome. This is making me blush now. Mark M says, best community, education, support tools, everything. Count yourself lucky to have found yourself here. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words about Mango in general. Seed course is worth every sat I paid for. I also have friends now that I couldn't have ever bought. Yeah, man, the most beautiful thing about Seed is the family that we build in there, right? Like, we game together now. we fight, we argue. It's awesome. Samson is in here. How's it going, Samson? I miss. So if you guys are, by the way, if you guys want me to recognize your PMs, make sure you guys put an emoji, not an emoji, a profile pic. It's easier for me to recognize your thingies. So Samson, could you just copy paste again? Because I'm not gonna be able to find it, man. I'm trying though. I'm trying. Oh, here it is. It broke out of descending triangle. What are you talking about though? So I missed it. Samson, you're gonna retype it. Linica says, if you're serious about learning, consider the Mango Seed program. Guys. Yeah, Sean, you need to Catan with us, man. It's so much fun beating Monk in Catan. It's just so much fun. This guy tries so hard, but he just loses every time. Now Sherwin's beating Mork too. Sherwin, tell everyone how enjoyable it is to beat Mork. Thank you, Paul. It was awesome seeing you in here, man. It was awesome having you in here, hanging out with you. Mork is angry. Tan is like, Seed course is worth the buy. Quality, lifetime content and community. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Tan. So before I wrap up, I do want to take Samson's question. I'm just struggling to find it. Sean says, haha, beating Mork is like winning versus Skyhead. It is. Because Mork plays like a bot. The most optimal moves, the most efficient moves. And quickly at that too. Hey Rodney, I look at US whatever that coin is on the next stream. Because I am wrapping up over here. I'm just waiting for Samson to. Okay, there he is. He says iOS USDT. It broke out of a descending triangle in the daily yesterday and potentially retesting it today. Alright, let's go ahead and check out iOS right? Yeah, iOS. So you said it broke out of a descending on the daily. I see what you're looking at. Good catch. So Samson is looking at this horizontal. Oops. Apologies, guys. I'm trying to reach over my keyboard and mic here for my mouse. Okay. it's a good start. What I'd be looking for is for the daily to close over these horizontals though, right? So if the daily closes above here, I'd be more keen. If not, there's a chance that this grinds along the descending triangle line over here, or the descending angle over here. There's my brush. You may see this come test here and then break up, but I'd be a little bit more careful. I'd rather wait for the daily to close above around 6 cents. The major horizontal this needs to clear is this neckline right over here. You can see this M-like formation, right, that broke to the downside. You can see we came up, retested it, rejected it right over there. So that level being claimed, right, which is essentially also the high of the descending triangle, that level being reclaimed by the bulls will be recognized by almost all market participants. In that case, I'll be looking for a measured move all the way to 8 cents, which is 20%, right? 20%. So yeah, a good 20% move that you can have over there. Let's check out the weekly dynamic on this. Okay, that's okay. Did you look at this? Did you look at this? So it was accumulating. That descending triangle that you're looking at, Samson, was essentially accumulating on the Mango dynamic, and I know you have access to the Mango dynamic, so that was a good good spot by you if you did catch this, and that's why you caught this. So this is looking good. Pointing to around weekly levels of around 7.9 cents to around 7.3. Now let's go and dive back into the daily time frame, and we likely, okay, this is lining up in the middle of the M-like zone, right? So we marked out the zone. So now you have essentially top of your zone, middle of your zone, and the bottom of your zone, right? So this is very tradable over here, and we clear through all of this. This is likely gonna keep going and start its trend again. Accumulation, interesting. This could be like a massive accumulation opportunity on IOST before this trend continues. That's what I'd be looking for. Monthly candle close above 7 cents, and this is gonna go. Measured move pointing to around 12 cents. Alright guys, so with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let me know in the comments down below that if you did. If you guys are here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you guys in the Discord, where you guys can find us at themangoway.com/discord, by the way. themangoway.com/discord. Bryce, I'll check out IOTA in the next stream, man. I'm really tired now. It's been 2 hours. Ciao. Thank you for joining. Shout out to Ollie, to Wolvie, to Chauvin, to Krisha, of course, to Samwise, and my bot, my Skynet bot, Mock. We should be playing some Catan soon though, guys. Very, very soon. We should get Sean on as well. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Let's see you guys in the next one. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Ciao.